Hi, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Marcus here again. I got a little something I want to share with you, a thought that crossed my mind. Wonder if you could think about it as well. The other day they was talking about O.J. Simpson, that great athlete that was renowned and accepted by everybody. And then some bad things happened or some crazy things happened, and so things went off the whack. Well, he passed the other day. And I was thinking about the time that he was being prosecuted for the death of his wife and her friend, Nicole Simpson, and her friend. I thought about the trial, all that the people of the country went through, what was exposed and revealed. And I thought about the day that the jury rendered its decision. Now here we got a group of people. The nation feels that, especially white people, because the people that were killed were white. And so that naturally brought a connection to that particular situation. And I think many of them believe that O.J. had something to do with it. And so they were waiting to hear the judgment. And on the other side, the black people who had watched all kinds of things happen. One, I think, might have been Rodney King. I think Rodney King had happened by that time. And these cops that did all this beating, the nation, this was George Floyd, way ahead of time. The nation saw what was going on. So it played a part in how black people felt about government, the system, law enforcement. And they wanted O.J. to be exonerated. They wanted him just found innocent because he didn't do it. And I think many of them were thinking, even if he did it, get off, because we are always prosecuted for things we didn't do. And if we can get one, then let us have one. That kind of thought. And so you're sitting there waiting for this decision to be rendered. And all of a sudden, the foreman stands up and he reads the verdict. Not guilty. Blacks cheer, excited. There must be a God. We believe once again. We believe. And they're so excited. And on the other side, white people drop their head, feeling pain and suffering. This can't be true. How can something like this happen? How can he get away with this? What we do? Now, think about this. That was the moment. And every day after then, black people were feeling some release. And white people were feeling some choking because of what happened. This every day until you had so much other stuff on your mind there was no space for this. Now, the reason that I mentioned that is because I'm thinking of something a little bit more deeper but kind of similar. And it has to do with what's happening in America today. It has to do with the political situation of this country. It has to do with those who sit up and watch a political party lie to your face and then speak as though they are not lying when they speak in different places. I'm sitting up here watching the people. All of the evil stuff that they are doing, they are projecting, saying that someone else is doing. And they got all of their people who believe in them watching these other people to make sure that they can catch them if they're doing anything. And why are you watching them? Because they are no good. I got to watch them. I got to make sure that they don't do anything. And all the time while you're watching, making sure that they don't do anything, the guy, the group The philosophy that you're following that got you watching everything else is doing everything that they say they are doing. You're getting it done. Not by the other guys. As you watch them, you see they are not doing anything. But if they were, you'd catch them. And if something gets through, you must have missed it. Because they definitely did it. Because you'll never believe that the guy who got you directed watching them could do that to you. And that's the only way it's got done. Because you don't believe they'll do it. And they have deceived you and doing it to you. That's why you're in pain. That's why you're suffering. That's why you got all this hatred. That's how you got all this racism, because you can't understand that. But my question is this. In spite of all of that, what happens? If the election, one way or another, Donald Trump becomes president, this liar, this crook, this evil for many demon becomes president of the United States again, what do you do? What do you know who you are, those of you who are pissed, what do you do? Well, you remember the white people when OJ got off, they hung their heads. Somebody said, oh, they did a lot more than that. They did a lot more than that. Black people still remain second-class citizens. They still were treated as niggers. There ain't nothing changed for them. So this is why the black people felt so good about whatever they felt good about. But now this is similar, not the same, a little bit deeper, because that just dealt with a small part of the society. It's reflective of the whole, but dealing directly with a small part. When you're talking about the presidency, you're talking about the whole nation. The whole nation. That means those who would suffer from it and those who, for whatever the reason is, go along with it. And it's done. But do you do like the Indians, the natives, when they decided that they didn't want to die anymore, so they put the tail between their legs and came back and said one day it'll change and everything will be all right? Did they do like black people who were saying that we're going to be saved, righteousness one day is going to come? Or do they do like Jesus? So ignore that. They ain't taking it no more. And if you want to make me take it, I don't care. You got nothing that is important enough for me to yield my soul to. Even though I know everything belongs to me. Everything belongs to all of us. Before I yield under the condition that you have designed, you can have it. Now that's some definitely wonderful growth. I just thought I'd throw that out there. It might mean something to you. Till next time, Eddie Marcus saying goodbye for now.